Stream for Tuesday, October 3rd. Will you put Poppy in her crate? Like, I don't know what she's doing over there, but it is Tuesday, October 3rd, and busy weekend.
Hi.
So, preparing for a busy week in the shop too.
Okay, it is pretty out of control in here.
And you need to
I need to what?
control the anxiety. We're only going to get done what we can get done.
It's really, so if you're local and you come in and it looks like wild, it is wild in here right now. So,
She's got to go in the crate. Hey, come on, girl. Come here. Come here.
you know, I was hoping that with my first two treatments, I had my treatment on a Thursday. I worked Friday, I worked Saturday, and then I just rested Saturday night, Sunday, and Monday, and then I was ready to go. As I get into this, I'm realizing I can't do that. I'm realizing I am down for the count. So, what I'm realizing is now I have my treatment on Thursday and I am laid out. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday I just start to feel a little bit better, and Monday I my goal on Sunday was just to be able to sit up. And then Monday I felt better, but not great. So, well, I felt pretty good yesterday. You know, what I'm realizing too is that feeling just a little icky is amazing compared to what I feel like on Thursday night, Friday, and Saturday. So,
We're falling behind.
I'm falling behind.
So some stuff is just going to be delayed. Michelle is still sick. There is no
sick.
Scan and Cut Live tomorrow.
And I'll send an email out.
Like, we'll update as we can.
I'll be here
I have
tomorrow.
another employee out sick today. So, you know, flu, cold, COVID season is here. We are being very, very careful. And quite frankly, if it gets too bad, I'm not driving her to the store. She's going to stay at home and work from home. And you have nothing to say about that. Like, I will not allow you to be here in the public if things continue this way. Long story short, we have a lot of people telling us they have COVID right now. So, and she can't really get it right now. So there's nothing you can do to help. The reality is we've got to have our hands in it. Customers, we appreciate the offers, but like, this is stuff that we've got to be able to track. And so, you know, it is what it is.
This is not convenient.
It's not.
It's
but it
very
is what it
inconvenient.
is. So we will be doing our best, but yes, you can call and order the printer today. All printers are supposed to arrive today. I haven't tracked them today to see if they're still showing that they're going to be out for delivery, but
today's today's live feed, it's just called damage control. That's what we're
it's not even called damage control. It's called this is real. So
this is real.
Yeah, shipping is anything but mindless because it's so easy to screw it up, and our people screw it up all the time.
We do not screw it up all no,
but meaning like we have to keep track of it.
Yeah,
like, so it's not something I would have you guys do at all.
Yeah.
So it's mindless stuff would be like cleaning the store, and I have the manpower to do that. So if we can have help, we will ask for it. and we totally appreciate the offers, but the reality is the stuff we're talking about digging out of is the stuff that works because we're involved in it.
Yeah.
So
Michelle's been sick since last week, and I talked to her today, and she's starting to feel a little bit better, but she's not going to. And the other thing
we can't have sick people in the store.
Yeah, I just can't be around it. So we're just trying to like be careful with that. So Michelle's not going to be here tomorrow. I'm going to be here, but if I try to lead the Scan and Cut live myself, then that would be horrible. It would be a really bad experience for all of us. So I hate doing it, but we're going to have to push it off. And I think because I'm not here Thursday on, I'll be back. I think we're going to try and do it Tuesday. So I hate putting it off for you, and I know you're chomping at the bit to get your nativity done. And if you feel like you got to get it done, just go ahead and do your nativity. Start your nativity. I haven't had the energy to do the spreadsheet. The prep video, I just couldn't. It's just...
It is what it is.
It's so hard not being able to do what I want to do. I'm sorry.
You gotta...
Okay, I'm pulling it together.
Because none of it is important.
Anyhow. So, we're putting that off till next Tuesday.
We're gonna be putting a bunch of stuff off. I mean, the reality is, like, we've kept up with what we could keep up with so far, and we're gonna be doing our best, but we're gonna be modifying. We'll be doing more like Christmas list stuff like that, and you know, we are going to be actively managing that, but like the reality is we're going to do the best that we can through what appears to be a cycle of everyone we know getting COVID.
Okay.
So that said, I want to talk about a couple things for my local customers. I'm not going to name any names, but I have been seeing this rash of product that is, I have a lot of people coming into this store having visited other dealers in town to get machines fixed that are told their machines are unfixable, parts are unavailable, things can't happen. You bring it here and like $80 or $100 later, I've fixed the machine for you. It's now gotten to a point where it'd be fair to say I'm a little upset about it. Meaning, you know, before I was seeing some stuff where I was like, you know, maybe they just didn't know how to fix it. Now I'm seeing stuff where I'm like, yeah, they weren't even trying to fix it. They were trying to break it. I had a machine come into the shop a week ago. Essentially, the receipt says lower belt pulley damage, machine will not stay at time, replacement unavailable, upper presser foot shaft eccentric is worn, skipping stitches up and to the left, general service, carriage. This is a customer that paid $45 to have a machine that was sewing and skipping stitches up and left returned to her in completely unusable form. The machine wasn't even assembled correctly when it was brought to us. And the shaft wasn't even reassembled. That belt should be around the shaft, around the pulley that was removed. And it's funny because having talked to that customer a couple of times, essentially they got like 3 or 4 different stories about why the machine wasn't fixable. It was like $100 fix, and we fixed it. If you're going other places and you're told that your machine can't be fixed and can't be worked on, bring it to me if you want to save it. If you're ready to buy a new machine, buy a new machine. But you know, I'm at a point now where I feel like people are being told their machines aren't repairable because somebody wants to sell a machine, you know, I leave it to the customer to leave reviews, stuff like that. But this is stuff that like we're beginning to see all the time. I mean, there may even be some folks on the live stream that have had similar experiences. But I'm also at a point where I'm like, I'm going to start talking about this. So, you know, they brought me the machine. They were telling me about all this stuff, and I'm turning the hand wheel going, maybe that's true because, you know, it certainly doesn't feel like the belt is working. And then all of a sudden they come back because they tell them they're bringing the machine here, and they bring a pulley. And I told Dax, when you open this thing, I want to see what it looks like. And Dax's response when he came back was like, you need to see what this looks like. So I don't know if it's a scenario where the people working on the machines just have no idea what they're talking about, or if it's like a bad faith effort in just selling a new machine. But it is one of those scenarios where like it's just nonsense. It's like once a week or once every other week I'm seeing stuff like this. This is probably the most apparent thing. Like there wasn't even a good faith effort to put this thing back together. And like I said, if you take a machine in and it's workable or semi-workable, by the way, if you have a long arm and it's skipping only in one direction, normally that just simply means that the
needle isn't in right.
The needle isn't in totally straight. And so, you know, it is what it is.
Are these
I still can't believe that they got charged for that. Like,
well, because they removed a part and
they
didn't
removed
even
the
put
part,
it back in and gave it back to
even,
them.
They didn't even put the machine back together correctly. So it is what it is. Let's see. Would expect this to happen to me or some would explode. Yeah, it's one of those things where I do have people that send us machines to work on. There's a kind of a whole crew of folks down in Vegas that send their machines here because they didn't feel like they had a dealer down there. And that's not a comment. I don't know the dealers down there. I have no idea, like no experience. I can't recommend that's not talking trash about anybody in Vegas because I really don't know who's down there. But there is a group of people that send their machines here. So it is possible, but locally, it's just what's happening, and it's one of those things where I now feel like I've seen so much that I've got to say something about it. That said, there was something else I was going to... Oh, let's talk a little bit about the scan and cut scenario.
We're going to talk about difference between
the scan and cut SDX 325 and the scan and cut SDX 330. I've had several customers recently talk about the fact that everything they see on the bulletin boards, everything they see from other dealers regarding the scan and cut SDX 325 and 330 just points to, well, just get the 325 because it's exactly what you need.
Or that they're the same.
That they're the same. And the reality is they're not. By the time, like, I have a tendency to, like, we cannot sell the SDX 330 online. And this is the reality of what's happening right now. You have some very large internet dealers, and because they can sell the 325, their messaging to you is buy the 325. It's basically the same. And, you know, it's the better deal. You don't need Disney. It's not just Disney. So depending upon the price you're paying for the 330, it's very much worth getting the 330. I have a tendency to sell the 330 for $899, which is $200 more. But by the time you add everything in...
So what are the differences?
I mean, the biggest difference is the rotary blade.
Okay, so the machines are the same. It's what they come with.
It's well, no, like it's you're talking. They come with Disney, and like I said, everything happens second to the 325 because the 330 is the flagship machine.
Okay. But the difference is, to make it easy for them, is the 330 is going to have the built-in Disney designs and Disney cut features.
It's going to have that. It's got the rotary upgrade bundle already installed.
And the rotary upgrade bundles installed in the 330. If you get the 325, you have to purchase the rotary
bundle. And then
kit.
You have to also purchase some of the stuff that has to be bundled with the 330. It's a lot to cover. And so, but what I'm essentially telling anybody is, you're welcome to buy the 325. That's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with the 325. But to upgrade the 325 to do everything that the 330 does essentially costs more than the price that I'd sell you for the 330. So, like, we don't have a ton of time to talk about it now. Like, I can ship, I just can't sell it to you online. I can't advertise it. I can't advertise the price. If you want to call the store and do business with the 330, we can talk about the 330. And a lot of times I'll call you on that. But it was funny because I've been thinking about it a lot. I'm like, why are all of a sudden are we hearing all these people going, well, everybody says just to get the 325 because it's the same. And finally, like Wednesday or Thursday of last week, I was like, bing, I saw a video from another dealer. And I'm like, of course that dealer's telling you just to buy the 325. You don't live in their area. They don't have the ability online to sell you the 330. Of course they're just telling you to get the 325 because they don't care. I always go, let me make it make sense. Like, so if I can sell you the 330 at $8.99 and bundle it with stuff and send it to you and do business that way, then we're good. But like, that's just something, like, if that's something that you're really, really interested in, just call. So
Stephanie, those are questions
only
for
scan and
Michelle.
cut. What's the difference between wireless and My Connection? That's a big difference. So you can transfer designs through Canvas, but you can't push a button on your Luminaire and send a design to the machine and vice versa. So it's a big difference. The other thing is you can't use ArtSpy. And as ArtSpy becomes more and more robust, that becomes a much, much bigger, and do you mind grabbing a mask? They're behind the counter on the right-hand side. Jeannie, they're underneath the counter on the right-hand side. So I have had a lot of people upgrade 225s and 230s to get the new machines because of what's going on with ArtSpy. And I don't see brother backwards. Like, it's funny, like a lot of people have asked me that question about the 200 series machines. The reason to upgrade to the 300 series machines is that's where Brothers focus is going to be. It's always going to be on the 330 first. And I don't see them doing backwards compatibility with things like My Connection or ArtSpy. But that's a pretty big deal because as we begin doing more in that My Connection ArtSpiry universe, I have mine hooked up. Oh, maybe ArtSpy is working with the 225 now. Maybe that is happening. Ah, cool. I did not realize that. SDX 225. It's funny because they're adding all this stuff one at a time. Let's see. I'm just looking right now regarding compatibility. Scan and cut. You know, it's so funny. That's cool. You are educating me, Stephanie. Yeah, you have educated me. No, that's cool. So ignore what I just said about ArtSpy. They're making it there. Brother is releasing a small single embroidery machine for ArtSpy. That is called the Sketch. It's more of a commercial application on that. So Rolo, you can do the software update. You're going to have to do it by going to support.brother.com and doing it via USB. I've sent the email. We'll get it ironed out. Just, it's not an issue. It's just something we're ironing out. So take a deep breath. You can run the update. You should be able to do it wirelessly on your machine. It has nothing to do with how the machine is registered. Let's see here. They can ship, just can't have it sold and shipped from the website. There is no, she's talking update, not upgrade. And yes, the Sketch is out there. I don't think it's actually shipping yet, but it's more like, and it's funny because I actually was talking to the Brother rep about this Sketch. The Sketch is more like a craft show thing. Something that you could hook up to ArtSpy and do a quick embroidery to be added to something. And like I said, a little bit more commercial, less something that you'd have in your home. Let's see, maybe interesting. Yeah, good for crafters. And like I said, it's literally, I think their idea is more like craft show, stuff like that. Yeah, I understand they're saying that, but Rolo, but like that has nothing to do with the updates. So you can run the update, no problem. It should appear wirelessly. If not, just do it via USB like we did the last time. My scan and cut T30D can also send wirelessly. So yeah, they can send wirelessly. I didn't realize that they'd been integrated into ArtSpy because they were kind of doing it like for a while. It was only the 330 and then it was the 325. It looks like they've rolled it out to pretty much everything that has that wireless, which is awesome. Let's see here. Was there anything else? Brew order. Hey Jeannie. Yeah. Are you ready for you?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry about my little meltdown earlier. I just don't like not being able to do what I want to do. I don't do that well.
She doesn't like being told what to do.
I don't like being told what to do.
She's like, stop telling me what to do, even if it's the best thing for her.
I don't like Patrick telling me what to do. And sometimes when I ask him to do stuff and he doesn't do it for me right away, then I go and do it because I don't like waiting. So I don't like any of this. Okay, we're going to talk about a couple of things. Number one, I saw there was, I think there's an update for the Solaris and Luminaire. So I don't know if it popped up for you guys, but I think I got an email. And I got an email and it was talking about art. Where did I get? Was it from, it must have been from Brother then. There won't be an update for Brother and not Baby Lock, right?
If it has to do with like
I think
my
it had
connection with an ArtSpy,
it had to do with ArtSpy.
Then there wouldn't be an update for the Baby Lock stuff.
Update. Let's see what comes up. But I just wanted to mention it to you because it came up and I was like, oh, we need to talk about that. Oh, you know what?
Did you just say there's a line at the door?
No.
Oh, okay.
So I think this
Okay.
is it only for Brother then? Yeah, Brother update. So there's a Brother software update for the XP1, XP2, XP3, and it is ArtSpy has been updated. And that's that kind of, it's that integrated thing that they have. So not for Solaris, sorry about that. It's going to be for the Luminaires, that's available for you to do. And I don't know if you've got a little exclamation part. I haven't even been in my sewing room, so I don't know if I have that little exclamation point. But if you are going to be doing it wirelessly, turn off your what are those settings? The settings.
Eco settings.
Your eco setting. Turn off your eco setting. Just make it that it'll like stay on. I have my eco setting set to like half an hour. So I used to keep it at like 10 minutes. So turn that off so it doesn't try to put your machine to sleep while it's doing the update. All right, what else? Door banners. We are doing the door banners. So that's a Riley Blake program. And I had some people email me about that. So if you want to do the door banners, which I think is great because we have table toppers, we have wall hangings. I don't have a door hanger, Patrick. And we need something to make our house look festive, don't we?
We have lights.
We
That's
have
why
lights.
we installed the lights. Because I'm just going to go boop, and then that's our holiday.
Yeah. I'm a really bad home decorator. Like, I'm really bad at that kind of stuff.
She used to be really good at it.
I was never really good
Oh my
at
God,
it.
Halloween?
Well, I did decorate for Halloween, but I'm really not. That's why I paint everything white and I buy big artwork so I can just slap it on the wall and the whole wall's done. That's kind of how I like it. So anyways, we are doing the door hangers. I think we have a couple of them left that are still available. So if you're interested in doing it, Miss Heather Mundy, Secretary Mundy, just put up the door banner kit program. It is a year-long program. Once you sign up, you're committed to all of them. And it's on the website. They're called door banner kits. So you can see them all. This is traditional, regular piecing, and there's some applique. This is not machine embroidery. This is going to take you back to your roots, and it's bite-sized. So it's fun, bite-sized projects that you can get done. I'm getting the door banners because we need to make...
We have like a beautiful wreath every year.
We have a wreath. That's the only thing we ever hang up.
And a beautiful tree.
You mean Christmas tree?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do Christmas trees too. Yeah.
We don't do anything for Thanksgiving. We have nice dishes.
We have nice dishes. We eat. We'll talk about that later. That was a closeout sale. A lot of you been emailing me and writing me about the closeout sale. The closeout sale, I'm not taking... People want me to hold stuff for them. I'm not doing any of that. It's too much work for me to create spreadsheets, take your name, remember that you wanted this, remember that you wanted that. So when the sale goes up, the sale goes up. But I
think we could have Violet do it next week.
Yeah, Greta may be able to work on it this week. If she doesn't work on it this week, then Violet's going to be here and she'll be able to put it up. It's not, I wish... Because Kimberbell does, like, this is the second one they've done. So I imagine they're going to do it later on, too. But what are you looking for, Dana?
I'm just waiting for you.
I think I put, so look on the,
For the book.
There's no book for it. It'll be, I think I put it on the dog crate.
Found it.
That's it. So, we have to put all this stuff up, so it takes time. And at this point, I'm working 2 days a week, and I'm not working nights like I usually work, and I'm not working the weekends like I usually work. So everything's taking more time. You haven't missed anything. When the sale goes up, it's going to go up for everybody, and whatever we have is what we have.
All shopping online, please.
Yeah, I'm not taking
Like,
nobody.
no
Don't call me.
No in-store orders, because for us to basically keep the wheels on through the end of the year.
You mean for the closeout sale?
No, I'm talking about everything.
No.
Hang on. Let me.
You're saying they can't come in and shop?
No, I'm not saying that.
Okay.
I am saying for the closeout sale.
That's what I just asked you, for the closeout sale. I just asked you for the closeout sale and you said no.
But I want to talk about expectations through the end of the year.
Okay.
So you will notice less things like combined shipping. We will do our best for you, but there's a lot that we do in the store that takes a lot of time and a lot of mental effort. Combining shipping.
Because I keep it here and I go, oh my God, they want me to hold this.
Right.
And they want me to do this. And they want me to do this.
And that's becoming impossible because she's not here.
Because I'm not here. Yeah.
So, like for the closeout sale, there will be no in-store shopping. It is online only.
That's how we did it last year. And
Yeah.
and we have to do that because we have to be able
It's
to
the
keep our
only way
numbers.
to keep the numbers.
And if you get it in the store, then we have to go back. We have to go online. We have to, just make sure that the numbers are matching because it always breaks my heart when we're oversold to something. And I'm like, oh, we don't have it. Sorry. So
my guess is, Joanne, like,
There's for a vacuum, should I get the tech?
no, just
How much
write a
longer?
tag
Just
and
write a
then
tag?
I'll have to call her.
Okay.
So for the ArtSpy installation, it's probably an update that has to happen on your phone. So you'll either go to the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store and just update it from there. So the bottom line is, for expectations in the store, we will do our best. We're doing our best to catch up right now, but like the reality is we're going to be doing less of stuff like combined shipping and stuff like that because we're going to have to shift our focus to doing what we need to do to get through stuff rather than everything that we've done so far, which takes so much effort. Christy, don't worry about that. Like, we need to look today to see, because right now the part for your
I'm going to look for that.
the part
I have a
for
special
your,
drawer.
for your evolution or your serger
The
is
evolution.
on back order, and so
So we might just go with
we're
the
gonna
bobbin
look to
and the other
see
stuff.
what's there, and we'll ship what we have, and then but do you have the vinyl kit for the OESD Terrifying Tower?
I didn't know there was a vinyl kit. I have the thread kit. I don't have a vinyl kit. Thread kit only. Although, if you want to do Terrifying Tower, but I don't know if these colors look great.
Is the Kimberbell closeout sale valid towards Deck the Palms bonus CD?
Yes.
So the Kimberbell closeout will be valid towards that.
If you like these, this is what I got for Terrifying Tower. Because you need oh God, I feel like our lighting here is so bad.
It's because the lighting comes from behind.
Lighting comes from behind. So you need a black, you need like a royal blue, and you need a navy. So I'll have Green put these up on the site today. So this is gonna be, I got that for Terrifying Tower. I hope it's bright enough. But and those are Moda, and it's marbles. So they're not quite, there's not quite as much movement as you would see in like grunge. But ooh, it looks really good. So these are the marbles. So
And that's
this
super
is-
bright once you take that off too. It's
Yeah,
great.
looks really, really, really pretty. So all of these are marbles, and we'll put those up today.
Can we do the giveaway so I can get to work?
Hang on, I have some other stuff to talk about.
Well-
So the Kimberbell closeout sale, don't email me about the Kimberbell closeout sale. When is it going to go up? It'll be up either this week or next week, and we'll let you know when it goes up. What we'll do is, we ordered a ton of stuff last time. This time, I was at my limit. And I was like, I don't know if this is even going to go through. So, and then
Jeannie's been hitting her credit card limit.
I've been hitting my limit, and I've been doing it unapologetically. We were in the car. I did my order. We were driving to Salt Lake, and I heard, and then Patrick Was it a text message?
I got a text message.
He got a text message and he played it, and I was like, because I did the Kimberbell order, and that
It
maxed
played
out.
on I would like hit it, and it was like, this is such and such.
I think I said
You have reached your.
I think I said I was
spending limit.
sorry. Did I say I was sorry?
You were like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Because I like to just ignore it and pretend like that didn't even happen. But it's not as big.
You spent more anyway.
It's not as big as our other closeout sale where people were ordering. It was 2 weeks and they were just ordering stuff, and it was like a little frenzy. Yeah.
It'll be a nice little sale.
It's a nice little sale. Maybe you'll find something, a little treasure. And I think I am going to kit that Sunshine. Hello, Sunshine. And if you, I'm using, I think it's called Tutti Frutti. It's a Moda line, and I'm like, it's perfect because you can't get those fabrics anymore. You can't get the ones that they originally used because they were like Kimberbell prints, and they're not doing them anymore. But it's cute. It's super, super cute. So we are. It has the watermelons. Like they had black with watermelons, and this one has black with watermelons and super fun prints. So I brought that with me because we're gonna figure out what we need to do, kit it, and we're gonna kit that one. It's gonna be fun. And then there'll be no sew along. There'll be no spreadsheet. There's going to just be nothing. From now on, there's nothing. Just product.
We'll do what we can.
No, I'm going to try. We'll
do what we can.
Oh, if you've been waiting for a needle notebook, I'm going to try. I hate telling you I'm going to try. The plan is beginning, and this should be easy. I should be able to do this, right? Because it's not that long. We're going to do 2 of the sizes. Beginning of November. And the reason for that is everyone is sold out of needle notebook patterns. So I sold out of what I have, and I'm waiting for 10 more. And those are going to be in my distributor's going to have those on October 13th. So I just want to make sure everyone can get all their stuff, but we'll send out cut instructions and I'll work on that like supply list. I brought home the decor bond to practice with it to see if our decor bond was single-sided, and then it just ended up coming back because I just didn't have the energy to do any of that this weekend. So that's the closeout sale. Just be patient. It'll be there. Don't email me about it because I'm just not even going to email. And I did go through most of my emails, and I added everyone to the email list. I looked at my email. That was my goal. My goal Sunday was sitting up. My goal Monday was answering emails, which I was able to do a lot of them.
Ever-living tail off through Saturday night, and then I haven't looked at my email.
He is my husband does not sit down. He is doing my laundry, and he is feeding me, and he is cleaning, taking the dogs out on long hikes so that they don't bother me. He is, and then when he does have a spare moment, he does go on a mountain bike ride. But he is been working non-stop. So if he hasn't gotten back to you, please understand. He needs a break because now he's taking care of me too. And I did want to let you know too, we're still doing that OESD closeout sale. So things like, because some people don't know about this. We are going to be done shortly. Yes.
Who are you talking to, Poppy? Poppy got spayed yesterday. So last night was a night with very little sleep. I think I carried her outside 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, she wasn't up for going up and down the stairs. So on top of everything, we had a pretty sleepless night last night. Patrick especially, because he was the one taking her out every single time. So we still are doing an OESD closeout sale because when OESD switched over to all USBs, they closed out their CDs and gave them to us at a great price. So we're giving them to you at a great price. So if you wanted to do things like the freestanding cookie cabin, instead of $34.99, it's $12.99. If you want to do a tiling scene, Merry and Bright, That's $12.99. If you want to get ready for Thanksgiving and all those guests, you could get freestanding tabletop turkeys. And this one's $12.99. Mrs. Claus. This was the very first
Freestanding lace that you did.
Mr. and Mrs. Claus, because I went
Did
to...
they stand up straight?
They stand up straight. They're not drunk. They are, although I've learned a lot. Like when I did this one, I did a white bobbin on the red, and you could see little white specks. It looks like literally like white specks that you could brush off, but you can't. And I learned to use a matching bobbin when I'm doing freestanding lace for some of the things. But I saw this. I went to, I think it was Baby Lock Tech, or maybe it was Janome. I went to my very first, like where you go, where the retailers go and you hear about the new products and everything. And they had all the vendors, which is really fun because you get to go shopping. And it was the first time I didn't even know anything about OESD, because when we started with the store, there was no, we didn't have any product. Like we talked about it before. We had like a couple of feet and like a roll of stabilizer. That was like it. We had nothing. Look at it now. Been hitting that credit card hard. So, and I saw these and I was like, oh, those, I didn't even know there was freestanding lace. I was like, those are just the most precious things I've ever seen in my life, and they were my first freestanding lace projects. So anyways, Mrs. Claus, $12.99. Halloween's here. You want to do Midnight Manor? This was $39.99.
Can I ask a question about Needle Notebook?
How about tiling scenes? These are normally $54.99, and they're on sale for, this one's $14.99 and $15.99.
Given that we have the pre-recorded class for Needle Notebook, what are
We
you
don't.
doing with Needle Notebook?
We have the pre-recorded class for Needle Notebook 1. We do not have the pre-recorded class. I guess I could
let's
just
do a recording, because then you can do it at your convenience when you feel well, without setting expectations.
Should we do that? Should I just do a recorded class? Because we could do that. Maybe that's what we'll do. Is we'll do Needle
arriving
Notebook
today.
2, and I'll just do a recording of it. I can do that.
Let's just set that expectation.
We're all about setting expectations.
No, I said something last night about the fact that like I wanted to talk about the next couple of months, because the reality of our lives is coming clear, and you know, we are a quarter of the way in.
I did this week will be treatment number 7 out of 16.
Well, but really, like, it would be
And
week 7 out of 24.
Week 7 out of 24.
So
yeah, we're
as
almost,
we get deeper into it,
we're a quarter of the way in.
like as we get deeper into it, like I'm gonna be pulled out of the store as well, and that's why I wanted to talk about the expectations as far as like shipping, combined shipping, everyone. And I don't want anybody to hear me saying this as stop asking for it, because some of you do. We've created a world in which you can combine shipping and ship orders whenever you're ready and stuff like that. The reality is that's really hard to manage. And there's a lot that like does or doesn't happen depending upon whether she's here, because everything exists in spreadsheets and in her mind. And in a perfect world, if we could set it up to get through that in the next like 3 to 5 weeks, and then just start shipping as demanded, like meaning
That would make a big difference.
You order and we ship it. That's gonna be how it works.
Maybe you order once a week. Like be like, oh, I like that, add to your cart. I like that, add to your cart. And then at the end of the week, go submit.
And I think we're going to set expectations that we will ship when orders are complete.
But sometimes that's like because we're a small store and sometimes we oversell stuff.
Well,
and
but,
that's
but
not
like
them.
we're gonna,
And we'll send them their
I get
stuff.
that. We'll figure it out. But like the reality is, like you're not gonna have your hands in it because you won't be here a lot of the time, and like your hands in it is
Okay,
where a
well,
lot
how
of
about
that
you and
stuff
I talk
comes
about
from.
this? You and I talk about this first before we talk about it to
I get
everyone
it.
else.
I get it. But like, I'm just setting the expectations to expect less, not more, for a little while. Because it's going to be what we need.
Yeah. Okay.
More.
Is there? I feel
I
like
need to get to work. Giveaway. Let's do the giveaway really fast.
What did you have?
I don't even know what we're doing for the giveaway, so pick something good.
Oh, let's do these. These are so beautiful. Let's give away. We'll give away we'll give away 2 of these.
So 2 people or 1 person?
We're gonna give away 2 different people.
When you get tired of wearing my favorite sweatshirt, please return to me. The challenge of that, Betty, is it's one of my favorite sweatshirts too. But it's in the laundry right now because I was carrying Poppy to and from her restroom last night and it needed to be washed. So, all right. So giveaway. Every Friday we do a giveaway. Last Friday was a day you guys got me on a not great day.
What happened?
Well, no, I mean I just had spent the night with you.
Oh, I had a really
It was
really
a
bad
hard
Thursday night.
and a hard morning, and I got to the store and I didn't necessarily bring it. I was like, "Welcome to the live stream. We're doing a giveaway. The live stream's over. Goodbye." And then I tried to get my dookie together so that I could actually make it through the day.
That was a really bad night.
It was a bad night. So we do a giveaway every Friday. On Tuesdays, generally, sometimes we'll let you know if it's not going to be Tuesday or something like that. But we do our. Did you
ask a question?
I didn't even ask a question.
We're just gonna pull names. These are the best, right? You just like, hey.
So what are we giving away?
We are gonna give. I love these.
First
And
prize winner is getting what?
First prize winner is going to get this gorgeous Tula Pink project bag. I think these are normally $32.99. I love projects bags. I have a lot of them at home, and they're all filled with projects that need to be done. So we're gonna, and this one's like the big one, and it's so beautiful. And who doesn't love an owl?
Deb Frizzell.
Congratulations,
is she like
Deb.
a really common winner?
Well, she won like a couple weeks ago, and I still have your stuff here, and you're on my agenda to work on today. But she won a a little charm pack last time.
Okay, and winner number 2.
This is so beautiful, too. This is also Tula Pink, and this one is called Kabloom. I don't even know if these are on the website. But this is, it's the 13 by 18. I think this is my favorite size, although sometimes you just gotta have the big one, the big kahunas.
So I was driving into our neighborhood the other day. We really need to do like before and after pictures.
Oh yeah, let's put
too.
it in the list.
So the house is done. Came out great.
Yes.
No more sawing at the house at 7 a.m. every morning.
They came at 7. Yeah.
And so, but I was driving home. Where was I driving home from? I drove home from somewhere. And as I was driving in, there were all these photographers in our neighborhood, and there was a great horned owl. I assume it was a great horned owl just because of the size of it. The thing was like 3.5 feet tall, sitting in one of the pine trees near our house. It was pretty awesome. We love owls. I see them all the time.
I never see him.
Jeannie doesn't believe
because
me.
I'm not present. So I'm thinking about you guys. I'm thinking about my orders I have to fill.
You have no idea how true that is. Okay. So second winner, and if
So
you're
you know
out
what
of state, you win, but you got to pay for shipping to get the item to you.
I'm gonna make sure. So I'm giving that to Graydon when she comes in today, and we'll put Tula Pink project bags on the website at 20%
Mr. Doug,
off.
your Bonnie.
Mr. Doug, you're gonna look so gorgeous with this project bag. What are you gonna put in here? It's gonna look so good,
All
whatever
right.
it is.
I got to get to work.
So
Make sure you close this
I know
slide.
Mr. Doug does some volunteer work, so maybe he can do his whatever he's taking to school with him into this. And congratulations, both of you. So I am here. If you need something, reach out. Because I did have people email me throughout the weekend, and they were like, I don't know if you got my first email. I am not checking emails from Thursday until Sunday. So don't email me Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sundays asking me if I got your email. I am not looking at emails. I am unable to. I am coping. I call it my chemo hellhole. That's where I will be those days. So don't email me then, but email me. I'm here. And I think what I might do as well is maybe I'll have some of the gals here in the store check my email and get back to you if there's something that you need. But the better thing to do, I think, is to call the store. Like, just call the store during the Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We are really bad with our store email. I'm really bad on Facebook. I'm really, like, the best place to reach me is my personal email. That's where I like to communicate with everyone. So, got a stack here for Graydon. Have a great day. Be creative. Make something awesome. I love you all.